She doesn't have a tail, as far as I can tell. Fuck it, you're cheating! I saw that moment of worry, I saw it in your eyes. There was just this tiny twinkle of like, uh-oh. She's definitely cheating! Cheater! Leanna proudly flips over 2 aces, god damn it! The next morning, we regroup downstairs at the inn as planned.
Is everyone now prepared to begin our journey?
I hope so. We got a new member to join our group, our party. We nod.
Then let us depart.
Okay. She leads the way out of the inn and back into the quiet city. Remnants of last night's festival litter the ground in a series of petals and general debris. The cleanup detail is hard at work. They wear thick gloves as they half-heartedly remove the decorations and debris. I wonder how long they've been working on this. The festivities continued even after I threw in my hat and went to bed. Leanna and I share a glance, and she smiles. What was that glance all about? We follow Amelia through the twists and turns of the city. Where exactly are we going now?
To the Crystal Rail Station.
Crystal Rail Station? There is such a thing? Crystal Rail? Sounds like it might be a train. Leanna speaks up before I even ask. I knew there was some other form of transportation, okay? It can't just be that the only way around in this world is just by foot. That can't be the only way to travel.
Where are we taking the crystal rail to?
Bazada.
She looks up in surprise. I almost said like a forbidden word.
Ember Mist is in Bazada?
They say you can find anything there.
She shoots Zack a look when he returns with his usual stony gaze. I feel like it would be kind of useful to have like a map or something. Like they keep throwing around these city names, and because we're not familiar with this world whatsoever, I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but considering you people are guiding me, I'll just have to go along with it. I just kind of feel like I'm entirely out of the loop, which once again is understandable because we are the new guy here, the foreigner to this entire world. But still, having some way to sort of familiarize ourselves a little bit makes it a bit easier to sort of understand the conversation and actually feel a part of it a little bit. I don't know. What's so surprising about Bazada? Or like some sort of background information in some way, maybe in a conversation with someone, I don't know. I feel like that helps a lot.
It's just closer than I expected.
No, Ember Mist is not within Bazada, but Bazada is the closest station to the location of Ember Mist.
Okay. Please don't tell me that after we reach Bazada we'll have to go on foot for another like 5 days or something. Leanna still seems skeptical, but doesn't push it. I guess we'll find out whether or not Amelia is right. I trust her. A girl with pink hair is always trustworthy, okay? Unless it's Megami from No One But You. She might try and stab you, but other than that, I overall trust pink-haired girls. The setup is a simpler version of our train stations back home. The ticket booth is right across from the entrance. While they sort out retrieving tickets, I look around. Vendors sell food and trinkets line perimeter of the enclosed space. The building is mostly empty at this time of morning.
We must hurry if we wish to catch the next crystal rail. It is nearing the platform.
Once we get our tickets, we rush down a back hallway, which opens up to the platform. Quickly! Oh wow. Arriving onto the platform is a sleek bullet train, porcelain white with windows dotting my sides. My jaw drops as I watch it hover over the tracks. A bullet train? I mean, this is probably controlled / manipulated by someone who uses the magic of wind, right? Because that's the only way I would imagine that something like a train would actually go so fast, as if it's comparable to like the bullet trains that we have in Japan. Like those go whoom so fucking fast. But even those aren't normal forms of transportation all over the rest of the world, you know? But here it seems to be the case, kind of. So there has to be some sort of magical element to it. A pair of long crystal rows run along the bottom of the train, with identical crystal rows lining the track. Ah, so it's like crystals over crystals, and they both power each other, and then vroom! This is so cool. It's not that big. That's fucking awesome, okay? I feel almost giddy as we line up to board. I've never been in a bullet train, that would be awesome. I can't believe I'm about to ride on a hover train. Leanna cocks her head to the side.
Is this not something you're used to?
Nope. Not exactly. We have trains too, but they mostly run on diesel and electricity now. The original models were powered by steam. Locomotives. Leanna's eyes widen. You're not familiar with Thomas, are you, Leanna?
That must be some powerful magic.
That's not magic. That's just boiling water. This is magic. Leanna smiles.
Poi.
See, even Poi Poi is fucking like, wow. The Pango eyes the crystals on the train, his mouth open in anticipation. Leanna notices and snatches him. Alright, Pango, no! Don't eat the crystals. You're like, oh, look at all the delicious magic from the crystals. I want to eat it.
Poi.
No, Poi Poi. No, bad Pango. He wriggles at first, but after she gives him a few pats on the head, he calms down and grins at her. We're about to board the train when the attendant stops us.
Sorry, Pongas are not allowed due to equipment which are sensitive to energy absorption.
What?
Oh,
Pongo's not allowed to come with us? Leanna looks sadly at the blue guy in her arms.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I think this is where we say goodbye.
No, I am not going without my Poi Poi. He blinks back at her in confusion, a worried smile on his face.
Poi?
No. Leanna's lip trembles.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. She gives him a final hug and sets him down on the ground. Then with glassy eyes full of tears, she rushes into the train. The Pango blinks.
Poi, Poi.
He's like, what happened? What did she do? Why is she crying? Emilia cocks her head to the side and looks at it. The Pango mimics her.
Poi.
I have not known you long, but I will be saddened to see you go.
Why is everybody saying goodbye to it? I can sneak it inside, okay? Just underneath my shirt. She nods and then hops onto the train. Zack looks at the Pango and instinctively his hand protects his guns. Yeah, we know you care about your fucking guns more.
Try not to eat anyone else's weapon.
Poi, Poi.
Poor Poi Poi, he's so confused. The Pango blinks at Zax's retreating form. Finally, it's my turn. No, I'm not gonna say goodbye to it. I'll miss you, I guess this is a goodbye. No, this is more sad than Pikachu's goodbye. No. What? Why? I don't fucking understand. Come on, who gives a shit about the train? It's not like this one Pango can interfere with the train and it suddenly mid-travel stops hovering or something and then it crashes. Right? I don't think a Pango is capable of that. To this huge train? Oh my god, I'll miss you. This is goodbye. He blinks and grins.
Poi, Poi.
No. I didn't expect this to be so difficult. You know, we didn't get along immediately in the beginning, but now I can't imagine you without you being by my side, Pongo. He cocks his head to the side and tries again.
Poi, Poi.
Oh god, I just want to take him with me. Come on. I'm sorry, little buddy, but this is as far as we can go together.
Poi.
Oh. He tries to hop up onto my shoulder, as he's done so many times in the past, but I don't let him. I'm sorry, but you have to stay here. He doesn't understand. That's even worse. He's like, oh, let's play, let's go.
Poi.
Oh. I quickly turn away and head onto the train. No, you heartless bastard! Get back there right now. Grab the Pango quickly and just shove him under your shirt, okay? And then run back into the train. While other people board the train, I join the rest of my group. Leanna tries to control her sniffles, while Amelia looks down at her feet. Zack acts as casual as always, but the nod he gives me feels lackluster. We're all feeling the loss of the Pango. It's not the same without Poi Poi. He was my first friend when I came to this world. After we've had a moment to compose ourselves, we search for our train cabin. We pass through a few cars before we finally find our cabin towards the end of the train. Amelia slides the door open, then shuts it immediately.
Impossible.
What is? What's going on? She opens the door again, and we all peer inside. Inside the cozy cabin are plush seats, a rack above the seats to hold any luggage, and a rectangular table in the center. There's also a Pango bouncing happily on the seats! Pango, I fucking knew you'd find a way inside of here. I don't know how the hell he did it, but he sneaked his way in here. Poi Poi!
Pongo!
Yes! Why were we so sad like 5 minutes ago? Leanna squeals excitedly and scoops him back up into a big hug. We all fall into the cabin after her and shut the door before anyone notices the Pango. When Leanna notices our stares, she clears her throat and sits him back down. Yeah. Don't hug all the Pango hugs, okay? I wanna hug him too.
But how did you get in here?
Seriously? Weren't you just outside a second ago? How did you get in here and found our cabin before we did? It's the magic of Pongo.
Impossible.
That's just what Poi Poi does. Wrong button. I think the Pongo broke Amelia. Logic does not apply when we're talking about Poi Poi. Zack, as unfazed as always, plops down into one of the seats and leans back.
Some things just can't be explained.
With how often a Pango seems to disappear and reappear unexpectedly, you'd think we'd be used to it by now. I take a seat as well, and a Pango hops into my lap. Leanna pouts as the Pango moves away from her. Come here, come to me. Amelia seems to have recomposed herself, and also takes a seat. Not much later, I feel the jerk of the train departing, and hear the calming hum of the engine. Both Leanna and Amelia stare out of the window. Zack has his head down, and his arms crossed. I think he may be asleep, but it's hard to tell. He had that long hairs in front of his eyes. Remembering how I found him at the campsite, I can only assume this guy can sleep literally anywhere. I feel like that's just a skill you have to learn once you become a mercenary. You're just not guaranteed a comfortable bed at the end of the night every single day. That's just not gonna happen as a mercenary, okay? So you have to learn to sleep anywhere. My eyes feel droopy too. I really went all out last night and did not get enough sleep. Yeah, dancing with Leanna actually was quite tiring. I doubt anyone will mind if I just caught up on a few of those hours I lost. When I awaken, everyone else is awake too, and I look more bored than ever. Only the Pango snoozes in my lap. Oh, how long was I asleep for? It's already getting dark outside. Leanna glances at me. There's a lot of traveling that we're doing. I mean, it's kind of this journey that we're going on, right? It feels sort of similar. Like the kind of resemblance that I'm feeling a little bit is like Sakura Fantasy a little bit, at least towards the end portion of that game, right? We're just sort of like on this journey, and we're fighting monsters, even though we're not exactly doing that yet, but I'm anticipating it at some point. But it looks like we're gathering this party together, you know, people are joining a group, we're bonding with each other, we have a monster pet, blah blah blah, all this stuff. It's that sort of typical adventure, you know? But we've done a lot of traveling already, a lot of walking. Now we're like an entire day inside the train too. So I feel like a lot of the events are, despite this feeling like a big adventure, are kind of mundane. Like during a lot of the walking, not too much has happened in this train ride. We just sit on our ass and wait to arrive, you know? But maybe it'll get more intense later on. This
Just
is only the
a few
beginning.
hours.
Are we almost there?
No. We will not arrive before tomorrow.
Damn, a whole day inside of a fucking train. Tomorrow?
Yes.
How big is this fucking country? Couldn't they fucking... I mean, this is probably powered by Crystal Suit. Can't they invent airplanes, you know, with crystals somehow? Wind magic? Sheesh. What am I going to do with all of this spare time? I automatically reach into my pocket to pull out my phone, forgetting for a second that it doesn't work. Damn it. Shoot. But then my hand closes in on something equally good. I pull out my deck of cards and lay them out on the table. Ah, that's why we brought it with us, of course, you know? Of course, that's why we brought the deck of cards. I was wondering in the beginning, why the fuck did we have this on us? But we anticipated a boring moment like this, which we could fill our time with entertainment of playing poker or strip poker or any other types of card game. Leanna cranes her neck to see better.
What do you have there?
My cards. I cut the deck and shuffle them. Look at this. It's magic. Wanna play something? There's enough that we can play cheat.
How do you play that?
I might have heard of this game, I think. It's easy. Each round you'll put a card from your hand face down on the center of the table and say what card it is. Like this. I put one card down as an example. One king. Then everyone else at the table can decide whether or not I'm telling the truth. If you think I'm lying, you call out cheater, and I'll have to reveal the card. If I was lying, then I take all the cards in a pile. If I was telling the truth, then whoever accused me takes all the cards in a pile, and the next person starts around. I am familiar with this. If you win, and you win by having no cards in your hand.
Sounds like fun. I'll play.
Amelia looks thoughtful.
Although I have not partaken in this game before, this sounds like it would be a stimulating challenge.
It learns your lying skills and having a poker face. I glance at Zach. You in? He shakes his head.
I'll pass.
Oh, I thought he shakes his head yes or no. I don't know which one it was. Leanna frowns. Come on, Zach. I know you're like a fucking lone wolf and whatnot, but at least join the party, okay? There are two girls now. You can have Leanna now. I got Amelia.
Why not? I know that mercenaries love card games. And it's not like there's much else to do while we wait.
It's just not my type of game.
I guess no game then. Let's up the stakes here. Let's do that. As a mercenary, I think I can spark his interest. What if we play for money, huh? Zach sits up and looks up at me.
I thought you didn't have money.
Well, I have dollars. I do have money. Just different kind of money. I fish in my pockets and drop the loose change I have on the table. It's just not usable here. Amelia leans in close and peers at the money. Even Leanna takes an interested glance.
I fail to recognize this type of currency.
It's the fucking USA dollar, baby. Well, I'm not exactly from Azaria. Amelia stares intently at me again. After a long pause, she looks back at the coins.
I see.
I point out the different types of change I have. Make sure you get the pennies. They're the most valuable, really?
It's not made from copper?
Yes, but copper is really rare.
And the nickel would be made from nickel?
True. Also, yes.
Then suffice it is to say, should not the nickel be more valuable than the penny?
Well, damn. She got me. Oh, I tried to lie to her. Like, you know, oh yeah, no. This one, the 1 cent is worth way more than the $1. Zach leans back into his seat.
If it's not money I can use, then I'm not interested.
God damn it.
Zach.
Come on, dude. Just play for fun.
I will pay you for his coins.
Zach sits back up.
Go on.
Huh?
For any coin of his you receive, I will trade you one of our coins.
Dang, she's like a currency exchange.
Amelia, you really don't have to do that.
I know.
But she wants to. Leanna looks uneasily between Zach and Amelia.
Alright. Deal.
Here we go, we got our fourth player. As Zach settles in, I deal out the cards. Zach frowns when he looks at his hand.
These cards are strange.
What do you mean? Like I said, I'm not from Azaria. I give a brief rundown of the suits and face cards, and when I look up from my hand, I see Amelia staring at me. This is getting a little uncomfortable. Alright, let's start the bets. We all throw our coins on the table. I'll go first. I drop a card face down on the table. 110. Silence. No one reacts. Okay, Leanna, it's your go.
Okay.
She slides a card onto the table, her face completely blank.
1, 2.
Cheat, pass. Who would lie after the first card? Pass. I bet she's telling the truth. Nobody else calls her out either. Amelia, it's your turn to go. Her face even more stoic than Leanna's. Amelia places a card on the table.
1 queen.
1 queen. You sure are, baby. Alright, pass. I don't think she's cheating. Again, neither does anyone else. Maybe they aren't quite understanding how to play. Although I guess it is just the first round. I generally don't like to call people out on their first round. Although most people actually lie during that point. Finally, it's Zach's go. Because there's a higher chance of getting away with it in the first round. Because even if you call them out, you only take like 1 or 2, 3 cards or something, you know? In usual Zach fashion, he stoically slips a card down.
2 8s.
2 8s?
Cheater.
I wanted to say that too. Whoa, she was fast. Without breaking from his poker face, he flips over the card to reveal different cards than 8s. Silently, he collects the pile. Dang, Amelia, I was about to call him out on his bullshit too, but you're too fast for me, girl. We count how many cards each person has in their hands, and whoever has the lowest number so far collects the first round of bets. And then we throw in our next round of bets. Okay, me again. Cheat, stay with truth. We didn't put anything. Oh, what we're gonna put. It's the first card, let's just put a cheat. We had a lot of truth last round. Let's switch things up a bit. Poker face, juke it. I'm gonna juke the hell out of everybody, okay? I have a terrible poker face, and push to keep my face still, which only draws more attention to me, as I slip 2 cards onto the table. 2 3s. All 3 voices ring out at once!
Cheater.
Hey, come on! It's the first round! Nobody's gonna call the first person out on cheating.
Cheater!
Come on!
Cheater.
Ah! I flip over my cards to reveal different cards than the ones I announced. Man, I really botched that one up. I just counted on the fact, even if I made it as obvious as possible, people wouldn't really call you out on it, because it's the first round. Man. Leanna looks slightly worried at her hand, then smooths her face.
2 aces.
2 aces? Let's look at her face. She doesn't have a tell, as far as I can tell. Fuck it, you're cheating! I saw that moment of worry, I saw it in your eyes. There was just this tiny twinkle of like, uh-oh. She's definitely cheating! Cheater! Leanna proudly flips over 2 aces, god damn it! I had 1 ace in my hand, I thought she couldn't possibly have 2. You tricked me! She giggles. Aw, you naughty, sly girl. Amelia puts down her own cards.
2 7s.
2 7s. Ah, come on! Somebody's gotta be cheating at this point! It's the first. They didn't call me out on my... Or they all called me out on my first. So I'm gonna fucking do the same here as well, okay? Cheat! Cheater! Amelia flips over 2 7s! Ah, I can't read girls at all. I sigh as I collect the pile. Without delay, Zach lays down his cards.
2 5s.
2 5s. Before anyone else has a chance to react, Amelia calls out.
Cheater.
Wow, Amelia is all over Zach's ass. Zach grumbles under his breath as he collects the pile. Dang.
Why did you bother bluffing when you were the one starting a new pile?
That's what I like to do as well.
That's the best time to bluff. Nobody expects you to.
Exactly. But Amelia is reading Zach like a fucking open book, okay?
Well, Amelia expected it.
Or she just dislikes him, and every single time Zach does something, Amelia's just gonna be like, yeah, you're a fucking cheater! Zach looks sideways at Amelia.
Because she's some kind of mind-reading witch.
Amelia looks smug at Zach's disgruntledness. The bet for this round goes to the winner, and we start a new pot. Back to me again. Alright. Cheat. Time to trick everyone. It's the first round, poker face, and drain all emotion from my face, and place a card onto the table. 1 king.
Cheater.
What, Amelia? Can you actually fucking mind read? This is bullshit. You've called every single cheater out perfectly so far. Ah, I thought I had everyone fooled. Amelia's pretty good at this. I flip over my card to reveal a 2 of hearts. Man. Leanna lays down her card, looking confident.
1 king?
Too confident, girl. Cheat. Cheater.
Nope.
What? Oh, I suck at this game. She flips over the card to reveal a king. Shoot. I should have seen that coming. I collect the card. It's only one card. I have 40 at this point anyway now. Amelia wears the same stony face and slips down a card.
1 jack.
1 jack. Oh, girl, come on. You gotta be lying at some point, right? This is one of those cases where it's just like, if I just say cheat plenty of times enough, at some point I'll be right, you know? At some point I'll actually be right. Fuck it! Cheater! Amelia wordlessly flips over the card to reveal a 10 of clubs. She slips it back into her hand. Take it back, Amelia! Take it back, girl! Oh yeah! Zack plays his card. If Amelia calls him out again this time, then she is either indeed a witch or she dislikes him.
1-6.
Call him a cheater. Again, Amelia is faster than anyone else.
Cheater.
Look at Zack's face. He's like, what? Zack growls in frustration.
How do you know every single time?
She is a witch. Amelia just stares at him with her same blank stare, which frustrates Zack even more.
This is the dumbest game ever.
Of course, it's dumb if you're losing, Zack. He throws his cards down on the table and knocks over the coins before crossing his arms. Whoa, calm down, dude. You have some kind of frustration issues. Leanna jumps away from the table as Zack hits it, her eyes wide. I'm a little taken aback and jolt back, which wakes the Pango. Only Amelia remains unfazed.
Poi poi? God
Dang it, you woke up freaking Poi Poi! So, should we keep playing without Zack?
Of course.
He's a terrible loser, I can tell already, but he's very competitive. Zack picks his cards back up. Leanna and I glance at each other and burst out laughing. At first, Amelia looks at us in bewilderment, but our laughter is so contagious that she breaks a smile too.
Are we playing or what?
Sure, Zack, let's play. We resumed the game with smiles all around. The longer we played, the more into the game everyone became. Needless to say, Amelia correctly guessed Zack's cheats every single time, much to Zack's ever-growing frustration. That's actually kinda hilarious. In the end, to the surprise of no one, Amelia was the first to lose all of her cards and win. When we were tired of cheat, I taught them a couple of other games. It was late into the night when we all decided to turn in and go to sleep. The sun shines brightly through the window and splashes on my face, forcing me awake. Leanna and Amelia are both already awake, but Zack still has his head down as if he's still asleep. He's just still salty over his loss to Amelia. He probably couldn't get a wink of sleep last night. He was just like, oh, this goddamn Amelia. She called my bluff every single time. How does she know? How does this witch know? I look outside and squint at the sky. What time is it?
It's already past noon. We slept through the entire morning.
We did? Leanna giggles at my alarm.
Normally that would be a bad thing, but in this case it's okay. We're almost at Bazada.
Oh, well, wake me up when you reach Bazada. I'm going back to sleep. I nod. Zack actually wakes up, and we all make sure we all have our things. After an hour or two, the train stops and announces our arrival at Bazada. Bazada! The sun hangs high in the sky. As one by one, we step off of the train. As soon as I set foot in the city, I'm assaulted by the sound of voices. The voices! They're everywhere! Makeshift stalls line the sides of roads and alleys as people pack the streets. Traders entice onlookers to view their wares, and customers haggle in heated shouting matches. Are we going to have to travel through all of that? I blanch at the thought of getting trapped amidst a sea of people, like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Bazada.
Wow, we're in Bazada. This is where we'll find Ember Mist?
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
Yep, but guess what? Still a whole week's worth of walking after this. Considering the bustle of this place, I find it a little hard to believe that the hidden city is so close. No wonder Leanna seemed so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course, Close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
She points towards the south where I can make out the tips of treetops. And then she glances up at the sky. Oh my god, let me guess, over the hills.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
What, already? I thought we just woke up, and a couple of hours after waking up, we arrived here in Bazada, and now it's already close to nightfall? Holy crap, we do not make efficient use of our time. Leanna nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Is there something you're thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares. Poi!
Poi poi. I glance down at my feet and watch the Pango wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. Is there a lot of magic here? I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Amelia bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger, and the Pango giggles.
Poi boy!
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
Sure, right, you go do your own thing, Zack. I know you're a lone wolf. Before any of us can react, Zack slips into the crowd. Should we go after him? No, we should not. Amelia doesn't even blink at Zack's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pango. Leanna shakes her head.
No, but since Zack left, I'm going to go too. Should we meet back up at the inn?
Where are you going, Leanna, huh? Secret date or something? Sure. She nods and heads into the crowd. Wow, you're seriously leaving me alone? Since everyone seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? Oh my god, go shopping with Leanna, see what Amelia's up to, check on Zack, be a loner. Well, I think we're gonna see what Amelia's up to. She's the newest waifu, she's the newest girl addition to our team, so we gotta check up on her and see what she is all about. We haven't gotten to know her that well yet. So let's see what Amelia is about. I decide to check or seek out Amelia. I stand by awkwardly while Amelia mutters to herself. She seems to be in the middle of something and doesn't notice my presence. Sneaky, sneaky.
Male, adolescent, of the cerulean variant.
Who are you? What? Male adolescent? She holds out her bracelet. The Pango blinks at it, then looks back at her. Amelia cocks her head to the side as she observes him. With Amelia's attention still on him, the Pango scoots closer to the bracelet and looks at her again. Oh, you sneaky Pango! Go for it, try it.
Go on.
He cautiously sniffs at the bracelet, then sticks out a tongue out to lick the air. Afterwards, he grins widely at Amelia. He's like, I want to eat that.
Interesting. Normally, a cerulean Pongo will leave out even the slightest trace of magical residue.
Amelia doesn't have a chance to finish as the Pango springs into her arms. Huh? She fumbles the catch and pulls the Pango close to her chest to stabilize him. Oh, you lucky Pango!
What do you think you're...
Her voice trails off as she looks down at the still smiling Pango. Oh, Pango, you pervert! Amelia blinks as the caution melts away from her face. The corners of her mouth curl up in a smile, and she squeezes the Pango in a cuddle. The Pango wheezes as she's squeezed against her chest. Aw, so cute. Join in. Should I be watching this? We definitely should, although I'm not sure if it's legal. But we're still gonna watch it anyway. So, if anything, we should try and join in, right? Is there room for one more? I'm a big cuddle bear as well. I step in close and try to wrap my arms around him, but Amelia interrupts me.
No.
What? Wow! So direct, no emotion, just... No. Wow. No? I guess you're not a big fan of hugging people?
As can be witnessed, my arms are incapable of holding both you and the Pongo.
Oh, then drop the Pongo, that's fine. He already had his hug. You can just hold me instead. She gives me a confused look.
But it is not you of which I am interested.
Oh! Are you telling me you're more interested in the Pongo than in me? Is that what you're saying, Amelia? I sigh and look away sadly. It never is. Nope. Apparently, we do not stand a chance if we're up against Pongo when it comes to getting popular with the ladies. Dang. I gotta start talking like Pongo. Poi poi! Bang. See, already 2 panties dropped while I said that. She clears her throat.
Regardless, I am going to the apothecary.
Apothecary? Can't we just heal with magic?
Yes, there are mages who specialize in healing magic, but they use earth magic which neither Leanna nor I possess.
I see.
As such, you will need to purchase healing items to treat a wound.
So earth, basically the earth element is kind of like the healer class. I see. Makes sense to me. Would you like me to go with you?
No, it will be faster if I go alone.
What the fuck am I gonna do then? I got ditched by everyone basically. Before I even have a chance to react, she turns on her heel and walks away. Wow, whoa, she runs off so fast! As she goes, the Pango pops his face over her shoulder and gazes longingly at me. Wow, you don't even leave Pango with me? You're taking Pango with you? Oh my god, now I'm completely alone. Alone in a brand new world that I'm completely unfamiliar with.
Poi poi.
Pango! A single tear rolls down his cheek. Wow, I didn't even know I was capable of crying. Pongo! No! I reach out for him as the distance between us grows. Wait a minute. Why is he making that face? He could literally leave at any time and just come back to me. Come back! He turns around and disappears from my view. That sneaky little Pongo. Of course, he's like, oh, I got the booby hug from Amelia. I'm staying with her. I don't see you having any boobs, Hugh. Go shopping with Leah, check on Zach, be a loner. Meh, let's go hang out with Leanna. I head in the same direction. I think Leanna is gone, and dug into the crowd, trying not to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I've never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as being pushed by everyone else. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls. Merchants sell all different types of merchandise, ranging from clay pottery to magic amulets. As I'm being pulled through the crowd, I see a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leanna. There aren't many people that have blonde hair and white armor, okay? I wade through the crowd and see Leanna frozen in place. Hey, Leanna. She blinks at me.
Hey!
What are you doing? How's the marketplace so far? Found your dream items?
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
She seems distracted.
Do you smell that?
Nothing particularly. And I can smell pretty girls from a mile away. I breathe in deeply. Smells fruity and sweet. Smells deadly but silent. Oh my god, you mean like a fart? Smell what? This kind of smells like perfume. Why am I smelling perfume? Fruity and sweet. An overwhelmingly sweet smell wafts by on the breeze. There's really no way I couldn't.
I think it's coming from that stall over there. Come on!
Do they sell waffles over here? I think... Oh, well, that's what she said. She darts back into the crowd, and I quickly follow until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. That's what we were smelling? Glass bottles? Is this perfume? Oh, what? I was actually just kidding about the perfume.
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Welcome. A tanned man in silken robes ushers us closer to the stall. He selects a glass bottle filled with pink liquid and offers it to
A
Leanna.
noble scent to match such a noble woman.
You can never trust salespeople, okay? Obviously, he's just paying her a compliment so in hopes that she's going to buy it. Leanna blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle. Her eyes widen in recognition.
Is that extract of spirit orchid?
Oh, spirit orchid, what the fuck is that? The man grins broadly and clasps his hands together.
Yes, yes, very rare, from the far celestial mountains.
Ooh, what? All the way from Celestial Mountains? Dang, dude.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
What is it? Leanna offers me the bottle, and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity, like a cross between an apple and a pear. This is a flower? She nods.
The spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the Celestial Mountain Range.
Why is it called the spirit orchid?
The roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
Ah, that's kinda neat. She nods absentmindedly and continues to hold the bottle. Do you want to get it? Leanna quickly shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home. My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house. When I was little, that meant taking me down to the market.
She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes still hold a hint of sadness. How long has it been?
I loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
Wow, what kind of childhood did you have, Leanna? It sounds like you didn't get to go out much. It's just like once a week or once a month she was allowed to go outside, get some fresh air, you know, just so people wouldn't get suspicious.
It was complicated.
I see. Probably shouldn't poke more. She doesn't offer up any more information and returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. That usually indicates that you shouldn't push the topic of conversation. Just change topic now. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Leanna doesn't talk about her past much. Something happened for sure. I glance at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the floral perfumes. It smells of cinnamon and spice. Oh, cookies! Hey, Leanna, do you smell that? My stomach sure does. She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
Come on, the cookies! I think it's coming from the stall over here. Come, let's go, let's go! I grin, and just as she did before, I dart back into the street.
Hey, wait!
No time to wait, come on! We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I breathe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contentedly. Leanna closes her eyes and inhales.
It smells so delicious!
Oh yes. I browse the array of cookies and tiny cakes. Leanna gasps. Oh, my sweet tooth has been activated.
They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those.
Oh, cinnamon. Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to taste me some cinnamon in April for sure. What are those?
They're cinnamon and vanilla custard layers with apricots.
I'm sorry, I probably should have said, what are those? Never mind. That meme is long dead.
What do you think looks good?
I'll try the cinnamon parfaits. Cupcakes! I don't like sweets. What? How can you fucking not like sweets? I feel like everybody likes sweets. It's just a matter of how much, you know? It's just a matter of moderation. I can eat them all day, every fucking day, every single second of every fucking minute of my life, okay? That made 0 sense, but I want to eat something sweet right now. That's the point. But some people probably just eat something sweet, like, I don't know, regularly, occasionally, you know? Definitely not as much as me. But I feel like everybody likes it. It's just a matter of a degree, right? How much do you like it? And any cakes? At any cakes? Well, I already spoiled what I wanted to eat. I wanted to say, like, in any ways, I'm feeling cupcakes right now. I can't even finish that sentence. In any cakes. Wow, that's a new one. I can't say no to cake, especially when they're bite-sized for portion control. Haha, me and portion control.
That's basically healthy, right?
Sure, yeah. One bite of cake is healthy. 2 bites? No, that's too far. Exactly. Finally someone else who understands, Leanna grins. I take one last long look at the desserts, and then sigh, and turn to leave the stall.
Hey, where are you going?
I ain't got no monies, girl. Continuing shopping. I don't have any monies to pay for these.
Which one do you want?
Oh, girl, you've been spoiling me so much already. You bought me new armor, sword. You paid probably for all the inns that we were sleeping at. All the food as well that we get at the inn. She's been paying for everything. Find a girl who does this for you the first moment you meet her, okay? No girl does that. She's a keeper, Leanna. You don't have to.
I know I don't. So, which one do you want?
Oh my god! Love goes through the stomach after all. A single tear rolls down my cheek right now of happiness. She smiles warmly. That one. I point to the dessert of my choice. Leanna pays for it, and a cinnamon parfait for herself. Cheers. I hold up my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts on my tongue, I let out a contented sigh. This is even better than I imagined. Oh, nom nom nom. Leanna giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh as she bites into her cinnamon parfait.
This is why I love markets.
Delicious food. I nod in agreement as we return to the street. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Leanna's Mage Guild emblem and pulls her over to talk.
Sorry, I need to take this.
What the hell is this about? Since this looks like official business, I'd better leave them be. We can catch up later then? She smiles.
Okay.
Check on Zach. Aw, come on, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Do I really need to check on you? Zach is a lone wolf, okay? He's fine on his own. He's fine on his own. I'm gonna be alone too. I'm ready for a little bit of me time, exactly. You know what that means. I head into the crowds and appreciate all that the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high. Ah, damn it! I didn't know that would end that particular. I should have expected it. Whatever, you know. It's only the demo. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. Zach is probably like, "Oh, dude, why did you not come to see me, huh? I heard you went to look up Amelia and Leanna, but you didn't come to see me. I am so disappointed in you, Hugh." Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of wariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. Even a Pango is strangely silent and obedient. Once we finish eating, we head upstairs to find our rooms. Upon finding her room, Leanna suddenly perks up.
Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. What I wouldn't give for the wall between our rooms to be fucking transparent. Amelia speaks dismissively.
Naturally, that would be more appropriate than the alternative.
What do you mean? You wouldn't want to sleep with me, Amelia? You wouldn't want to share a room with me? Don't tell me you'd rather share a room with Zach, okay? I'm pretty sure if you had to share it with one of the guys, I would be your choice, right, Amelia? She pauses, then looks at Leanna with interest.
Are you insinuating that you would rather share a bedroom with them?
Yes, say yes. Amelia points to Zach and me.
What? No, of course not.
Oh, come on, Leanna, at least with me.
Oh, my mistake. Of course you could not have met both of them. There aren't nearly enough beds.
Oh my god, Amelia. Get your mind out of the gutter, girl.
You must have meant him.
Me, right? Me! Please tell me you point at me. Amelia points to me. Cha-chang! Hell yeah! Leanna's face turns pink, and she shakes her head. She's blushing. Blushing means yes.
Amelia, that's not true.
Look at that. Her cheeks are even pinker than Amelia's hair.
If that is false, then why is your face red?
Shh. You shouldn't point that out to her. That's the thing, right? If you're blushing and a person points it out, your face only gets more red. Poor Leanna.
The point is, I'd obviously rather share a room with you.
Is that so, Leanna? Amelia blinks.
If that is the case, then why even bring it up?
Because I'm excited. It'll be nice to have some girl time.
Girl time, exactly. See, slumber party and whatnot. Pillow fight. What else do girls do in the middle of the night? Amelia studies Leanna, then nods.
I concur. Sharing a room has proven to strengthen bonds amidst peers and foster camaraderie.
Right, yeah.
You mean make friends?
Yeah, you managed to say it in fewer words, Leanna.
Precisely.
Leanna grins, and Amelia smiles back.
Poi?
Poi poi. We all glance down at the pango by our feet. Is it my imagination? Or is he trying to ask us which room he is going to sleep in tonight? No, you're gonna sleep with me. I'm not gonna let you have all the fun with the ladies, okay? Amelia snatches him up in her arms. No. Don't you dare become new BFFs with Amelia.
The Pongo needs to spend the night with us tonight. We need him for science.
Oh, they are definitely gonna do some sneaky lewd stuff, okay? Amelia, what the fuck are you doing with it? What? As Amelia slips into her bedroom, Leanna nods rapidly.
Yes, for science.
Oh my god, I need a fucking telescope just to see through that fucking wall. Then follows Amelia into the room and slams the door shut. They could not have left any faster. They just did a grab and run. They grabbed fucking Pango and just fucking ran into their room. Probably locking it right now, and you hear the music coming out from underneath the door. Just like meow 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 meow. Yep, that's the music. There's a moment of silence as Zach and I stare at the closed door.
Is it just me, or did that seem unusually suspicious to you?
Yes. Yes, Zach. For once, I can completely agree with you. Is the Pango really that special? Use me instead, please, ladies, please! I shout through the door. You can use me for science! It's been proven scientifically that I am good for science. Oh, poor Pango! See, it's calling out for help! Unless that's like a pleasure cry of Pango. I have not heard that noise before, so I don't even know what it means. What kind of poi was that? What I wouldn't give to be a Pango right now. Specifically, that fucking Pango. Still baffled by what happened, Zach and I enter our room and get ready for bed. Although the train was more comfortable than I expected, it cannot compare to a real bed. As I snuggle into the blankets, I soon drift into a restful slumber.